Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud. It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Wednesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how we feeling tonight, man? Wait, you got on mute.
69ers. That's what we are. Musketeers and 69ers. I'm feeling great. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Opening day this week, buddy.
Hell yeah. No more baseball that doesn't count starting tomorrow.
And of course, it's our team's kicking off the season. So thank you for not
You're
talking
welcome.
shit and feeling my pain, please.
No, I'm not going to go there. Why would you kick a dead dog? Like, come
Thank
on.
you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
problem.
you. Mookie, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Just chilling. Just ready for a very, very chaotic and interesting Wednesday that's ahead of us here. It's going to be great.
It is going to be a good time.
I'm going to put my feet up and just like let it unfold.
Yes, because not only are interns Christian and Caesar here. What's up, fellas? How you guys feeling? All right, good talk. We also got Rusty. Sensation. Rusty Featherstone. Rusty, what's going on, man?
Hey, happy to be here, boys. I'm stoked.
So glad to have you back, man. And I'm very much looking forward to this after the text exchange earlier, where at 3:00 you were like, "Is it cool if I'm semi-hammered?" And I'm like, "Just go all the way, bro." And you were like, "This is gonna be fucking great."
That was music to my ears, dude. I took that and ran with it. I'm about halfway through this bottle of red wine. It's gonna be interesting. We just switched to the red wine after a couple of beers, so we'll see how this goes.
I'm looking forward to Rusty Ranks wine, where you just get wine drunk. And you're like, "This Pinot Noir is a 6.4 from May."
It's actually a Pinot Noir. I'm not kidding.
Is it really? Oh, that was just a good guess.
He's got receipts.
That's fantastic. We got an awesome show tonight. We're going to talk the oldest white guy week of the year coming up this week with baseball opening day and the Masters. There's some NFL news I got to get to. Who knows where it's going to go tonight. Before we do all that, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight. We're going to rate them on our very popular rating scale. Would you fuck your beer? Scott, what do you got in your cup tonight?
I am back on my milkshake IPA game. It's very, very fluffy. Back for like the 4th or 5th time because this shit is tits. You know the drill. Cranberry, cherry, raspberry, orange zest, Tahitian vanilla, and all that good stuff you love.
Tahitian vanilla.
So, of course, you're banging that beer.
Oh, yeah. I already started banging this beer pre-show.
Yep.
Just the tip, man, but all the way in now.
Mookie, what's in your cup and are you banging it?
I just want to ask Scott real quick, though, if it's Tahitian vanilla, does that make it more like a tequila kind of situation? Or is it more like the Jenna Jameson, Tommy Lee situation?
You mean Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee?
I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. You know what.
You're getting your trashy white chicks mixed up. It happens.
Yeah, it's true, but I should show some respect.
You should.
I'm drinking Apres Berry Blonde Ale with strawberries from Bonfire Brewing Company. I gotta tell you, it's starting off rough because if I have to work that hard to say your name, that's not a good sign. But it's good. It's light. It's strawberry-y. It's not quite as fruity as, maybe some beers. So I feel like it's still in the field of play, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'd bang it for sure.
That got weird a little bit there, Mookie. Treading on lines there. Little awkward. Christian, what cheap domestic shit did your friends leave for you this week?
Oh no, I bought the Bud Light Platinum.
With fish hands.
Yeah. If I took a Bud Light, I'd took a Platinum, definitely. So.
Rusty, you did platinums on Rusty Rakes of Beer, right?
Yeah, that was kind of why I said that was so foul, because it's just I don't know who drinks those for pleasure. Apparently, found the one guy that actually enjoys it.
I got some interesting beers.
Is it for pleasure, or is it just because if you're gonna drink a sixer to get fucked up, like that's the way to go?
Oh, that 1% makes a huge difference.
It really does. Like it kicks.
It does make a difference. Caesar, what do you got in your fridge this week?
Michaela Mist. It's from Austin Brewing Company, I think, some shit like that. It's an Austin FC themed beer. Some hot ass.
Boo. Yeah, it's because it's an Austin FC beer. It's gonna
Oh
be
no! You don't want smoke, but yeah, it's not that great of a beer.
I don't
All
want
right,
smoke from this
not
fancy
banging that
spot
one.
done shit. Okay.
Rusty, you
FC
got that red
Cincinnati has more
wine.
wins than Austin. Eat
You
it.
got the red wine. Are you banging your red wine tonight?
I'm actually gonna make love to this wine. I think it's less of a fuck and it's more of a tender love-making situation. God
That's
knows
the
one
front.
drink today though, and it came in a coconut, so I'm fucking the shit out of that one, whatever that was. I figured out
Who came in a coconut?
The drink was poured into a coconut,
Oh.
and they gave you a straw, and it was positively bananas. But this wine is from Oregon. Did not know that they did that up there, but that's I'm making love to this Firesteed Pinot Noir.
If you don't mind me asking, how much was that bottle of wine?
You know, I'd love to tell you, but I took it out of this girl's fridge that I'm doing this podcast from.
Is she gonna be like super pissed that you took her favorite wine?
She's not here, and her mom left the bottle of wine for me apparently. So
Well, there you go.
Yo, wait. So hold on a minute. What's going on with you and this mom's?
This is amazing.
we have a relationship.
Nice. Nice.
It's platonic, but
Consensual.
very very consensual nonetheless. It's we're to that stage in our relationship where we're leaving each other gifts. So I guess I'll have to sneak in her house and leave her a bottle of wine. We'll see what's going on.
But just the bottle of wine, nothing else.
Well, maybe myself.
Slip some jimmies.
Gabe is drinking Nectar of the Gods by Pax Vera Brewing Company, 8% ABV. That a boy. Got a path on the bang, unfortunately, but that's disappointing. You don't want to bang. I'm drinking Tiramisu from Loveland Ale Works. Strong stout, all kinds of good stout flavors, really chocolatey. Banging the
It's the
shit
same
out
beer
of
I had last week.
banging the shit out of this one. It's good. It's a good beer. I didn't even realize you had this one.
Yeah, that was the one I had last week, I think, or at least 2 weeks ago. One of the two.
Do you
Damn.
pay attention to your own show? God,
Not
you guys
really.
always
I
gonna
got a
be
lot
shit.
going on over here.
How the
But-
hell does anybody remember the beers that we drank?
I don't. Yeah, I used to write it down, and then I was like, nah, fuck it.
And I'm supposed to remember we talked about Jerry Jones's illegitimate daughter. Come on, man. Like, what's gonna stick out more? Which one of those two topics should you remember more easily?
That's a very good point. Tons to get to tonight. Let us know in the comments what you're drinking and whether or not you would bang it. Let's start off right off the jump here, fellas, with laughing at some people in the basketball world. Boom shakalaka! You good, Rusty?
I was gonna say, why's Rusty losing his shit?
Uh-oh.
He got me. He got me with the first comment. I'm sorry.
Wait, which comment? What
I honestly forget, but I got a good chuckle out of it the first time.
He doesn't know what happened, but he's having a good time, guys. That is our key demographic right there.
Rusty, before we talk basketball, how you been, man? It's been like a year since you've been on the show.
Dude,
How's things going?
I've been fucking stressed out today, but other than that, I've been good. Honestly,
Get your old main brand out of
that's
here,
my new
Mike.
motto. I pretend that I'm on vacation 24/7. Vacation beers, and just if you pretend you're on vacation, no assignments due tomorrow. I have my final presentation at 8 a.m. tomorrow for my corporate finance class. Am I on a podcast right now? Blitzed? Yeah.
Well, it's because you got the work all done like a week ago. You're ready, dude, right?
No. It's very much going to be done tonight.
Rusty,
fantastic.
are you getting close to wrapping it up? Or you got like
I got like a lot more college left. I have a whole nother year. I'm a junior right now. I'm 20.
Are you playing? No, you're not. You're 21. We don't condone under.
20. I'm 22.
Yeah,
I'm a super senior.
Hey, best decision I've ever made was being a super senior.
I was gonna say, are you already planning a victory lap? Like you got to go.
Dude, it's the best.
I was gonna go to business school, but I got a job. So I'm trying to get out
Dude,
of here.
business school is easy. Like you can do that and be a super senior. Especially in the classes like marketing and shit, because then you just get a cute girl to be your partner, and there's your easy B at a minimum.
Man, Tyson's pumped. He said it's not an April Fool's joke. Rusty is back. Yeah, Rusty. All right. So when I put up the link and set everything ready to go, YouTube won't let me change the title, like even after the fact. So the tweet goes out, Rusty is back, and like people are tuning in and just blasting us because they're like, "You fucking lie, Rusty isn't here."
Yeah, that's my bad, guys.
Hey.
I texted him like the night of, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna make it."
Now, to be fair, they blast us every week, but this time it was your fault.
Yeah, that's my
It's
bad.
just good
boys.
to not have. But no, people are excited that you're back on the show, man.
I'm
Good, you're
stoked to
doing
be
well.
here,
You said that you told me before you're gonna start touring the country. Like it's
Yeah,
gonna be
stop.
Rusty on tour.
Just got back from Penn State on Sunday, and it was, dude, these kids. If you
Tell
put
me you only took baths,
if you
please.
put a camera in someone's face, these kids were jumping off like balconies and stuff. Like this dude drank all of his bong water and then jumped off a 15-foot balcony, landed flat-footed, and just walked off. Like it defied the laws of like physics and injuries and whatnot.
Children, this is why you don't do bath salts.
So
Because
what
you
is
didn't
this-
see that dude the next day.
What is this project, Russ? Like it's just like, hey man, I'm coming here. Let's party.
So I work for Friday Beers now, and we have this DJ, and we just set up shows at. So I'm going to Florida State next week, and then Alabama, Ohio State, and LSU. And you just go there, and they the DJ will play, and I would just bring 5 or 6 handles of vodka onto the stage, and I would just walk and just pour them in kids' mouths, and these kids I'm surprised. There was our cameraman got a clip, and I looked at him. I didn't know he was recording. I go, I can't believe we're getting away with this. It's like the most ridiculous thing you've seen. It's a good time. If you're in any of the colleges that we're going to, you should definitely check it out.
All right, so we're gonna need to
Time to
know when you're gonna be in
re-enroll.
Ohio State.
I was gonna say, yeah. When's Ohio State? Because that's closest. We might be able to make
That should be in the next couple weeks. I don't know. I think
Also, if you're gonna be up in Ohio, and this is why you're doing this tour, you have to go to OU, man. I'm telling you, that school would eat that shit up. It would be
OU?
a blast. Ohio, yeah, dude.
Ohio
Bobcat.
University.
Yeah, they go hard, like real hard. Like they have a Halloween party that's legendary to the point where you have to have a wristband to be within the county. And if you don't have a wristband that they only give out to students, plus every student gets to invite one person or something. If you have a wristband, you're kicked the fuck out.
In the city, someone's driving up, some old couple's driving home from dinner and they don't have wristbands and get fucking.
No. There's look, I'm not going to say there's profiling involved, but there's definitely profiling involved. Yeah.
So I just got a quick bitch about my high school guidance counselor, because nobody told me in high school that if I worked hard in college, I can grow up to pour vodka in college students' faces on camera. This is some real horse shit. I got go to school, study, and then you might be a doctor or something. And Rusty's fucking cracking the code where he gets to just pour vodka in people's faces. For months.
I like to call it the right place at the right time. I somehow got the getting drunk on the internet market. I hit it right at the perfect time. It's working out, so we're good.
Also,
it's
Mike,
amazing too, because when you go back through Rusty's TikToks, I think we talked about it the first time he was on, but at first it was just him just shotgunning beers randomly, and that was all it was. It was just a shotgun, and then he was done. I'm like,
have you seen that? Have you seen that exchange? There was this one kid that thought I was faking. I shotgunned to Four Loko, and he thought I was faking it, and I literally took a vendetta out on this kid. I made 7 videos in one night. Or a 1 week of me showing him making the hole in the Four Loko and shotgunning it, and the captain was like, "You're a fucking pussy," and he he like commented and was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, I thought you were faking it. He like followed me. We're like friends now.
Mike, I was gonna ask if you had known a future like this could have existed if you would have worked any harder, because I don't think any of us would have.
No,
But
there's no way.
I'm also glad that we didn't have this opportunity, because for the damage we already did to our bodies and society, if we had people paying us or encouraging us to shotgun Four Loko, because look, we OGs, we had the real Four Loko, like the cocaine in a can. Yeah, like
the one that the government stepped in and was like,
you guys gotta stop it.
Yeah, y'all gotta stop this shit. Like, dude,
I remember the first time I had one of those Four Locos was at a Bengals tailgate party, and I don't remember any of the game. Like, I blacked out before we got in, and I didn't drink much else. Biscuit saying Ohio U also hosts a party called Weed Fest every year. Blocks and blocks of houses where just drinking and smoking happen. Live bands in backyards. I stole a gallon of milk from somebody.
What the fuck?
That's the way to do it right there.
No way.
That's the highlight of it for him.
Biscuit, I've got to know, because I'm pretty sure he's going to answer like that, because he has it on the tip of his tongue. 1%, 2%, or whole.
That's a no-brainer.
I mean, right? Also, the Red Wings just scored, y'all. So,
Rusty, what's that? You mentioned this dude like coming at you, and then you guys become friends. What's the weirdest interaction you've had with somebody on TikTok?
I was at Subway yesterday, and this guy, I go with the chicken teriyaki, and this
wait, they got that at
Subway?
Subway?
Subway's listening. You're trying to plug.
Thanks, Mike Trout.
This kid,
Who?
this kid walked in behind me who was like probably like 8, and he was like when like kids just talk too fast for the Subway guy to the guy's like hasn't even like pulled the bread out of the thing. He's like firing off what like toppings he wants. And he ended up just getting ham, cheese. He wanted the ham and the bread toasted, not the cheese. And then he got honey mustard and lettuce. And I started laughing because it was like the most absurd order I'd ever heard. And I like kind of got it together. I was like, all right, get it together, man. You're like laughing at this child for his sandwich. And his dad was kind of giving me like a weird look. And then when I asked for the cookie, and right as I asked for my cookie, the dad goes, "Yo, are you Rusty Ranks Beers?" And I go, "Yeah." It was like the weirdest interaction, because like I don't get recognized that often, like at all. But like getting recognized by I just laughed at your child for how like fucking ridiculous his sandwich order was. And then he was like, "You're doing God's work," and I was like, "Cool." And then I went and ate it in my car, and his car was parked right next to me, and we just ate our sandwiches next to each other in the car, and I was listening to like Pardon My Take, and then his son was just staring at me the whole time because I was like clowning on him for his ham and cheese.
If it makes you feel better, the dad also was like, "This kid is fucking."
Yeah, he was like, "I really dropped the ball on like the kind of kid I raised." If he's getting,
can't believe I took this asshole to Subway for a fucking ham and cheese sandwich.
He's like, "Dude, we could have made this at home. We have all of it."
But it tastes different, apparently.
I would have thrown it in the toaster for you. All right, listen. Rusty, later on, we're going to play Rusty or a stoner I went to high school with. So I can't wait for that a little bit later in the show. But first, let's reintroduce the segment. Let's talk to basketball.
Boom shakalaka!
Wait, we weren't talking basketball?
Hey, Scott.
Yo.
Sorry,
Coach K lost.
Dude, I thought it was gonna be scripted till the end. I was so happy that he lost to his rival in the last game he's ever gonna coach at Duke. How special is that shit? That's amazing.
It made my night. Rusty, were you as excited as the rest of the world when Coach K went down to North Carolina?
Dude, you guys are gonna hate me. So my whole family's a UK family. So as a child, I rebelled and I was like, "Fuck UK. I'm a Duke fan." But I am on the side that Coach K is kind of a prick. So like, I rock with Duke only because of like Christian Laettner on, but like. Coach K has turned out to be the worst in the last like 6 years. He used to
for
be
sure.
Cool.
So
He used to be cool. There was a point where he was cool.
So wait.
There was not a point. At least not after 2003 when Duke beat Xavier in the Elite Eight. Anytime after that, douchebag that I wish would get hit by a bus. That's where Coach K is in my book.
When he thanked, or he said, "You're welcome" to like the students for like all that he's done for basketball. That was when I was like, all right, this guy can fucking, this guy can go pound sand and fucking hammer to the rest of his life. Go fuck yourself.
What a dick. I mean, you're right, Rusty. What a dick thing to say when like people are like, thank you for everything. You everybody knows you turn that around. No, thank you. Thank you for the support, for the turning this program. It's because of you. But instead it's like, nah, you're welcome.
You see his wife go up into she went into the student section, was like, people were like kissing she was like having people kiss the ring. Like she was fucking
the queen.
Like royalty. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Go dye your hair, both of you.
Wait. But is she hot?
There's no way.
This is Krzyzewski. She's like 74, dog.
Doesn't mean you can't be hot, especially when you're rich.
But to answer your question, yeah, she bad. She bad as hell.
All right, well, see, there you go. Then you need to back up off.
So that game, I didn't even really care about the national championship after that. I felt like that Duke North Carolina game was the national championship game, so I didn't care anything that happened. I didn't care about the Kansas Villanova game either, and then I really didn't care about Kansas North Carolina. But damn, was it good to watch Duke lose. I'm sorry, Rusty. I'm sorry.
I was already I kind of come to terms with it. I thought they were going to beat UNC. I didn't give a shit. I didn't even watch it. I watched the first half of the national championship game, then I threw on How I Met Your Mother. Like that game didn't.
Which makes sense given the halftime score too. Like
I was gonna say, that's
if you were gonna watch one half of that game, you should have picked.
Did you see the floor? Did you see the floor go in when he twisted his ankle? Not to be like a conspiracy theorist or anything, but like that's a whole new game. If that game turns out a lot differently if he's in there on that last possession.
On the last 48, right? And I've always hated when the floor is raised like that in a football stadium. It makes no sense. And then that happens, and then they're immediately ESPN's like asking the manufacturer, like, no, there's no structural issues. Nothing was found. It's totally fine. It's perfect. Don't look into the floor. Like the conspiracy theories are flowing now.
Don't they complain about it every year that they raise it? Like every year that they raise it, all the players are like, this is like not smart at all. It looked like the floor that Zion. Did you see that video where it looked like that floor when you think it's like, dude, it's a trampoline in the paint down there.
And it makes sense too, because they say the other thing is it throws off all their point of references in terms of like where they're shooting and shit. It's a weird visual, which is why Vanderbilt built it for their actual stadium, thinking, hey, maybe we can win some fucking SEC games this way, and they still suck. Is that a bigger conspiracy though, Rusty, than birds being fake?
Well, no, birds are not real. It's not a conspiracy.
They're not real. Not real.
So I take supply chain management, got into a heated argument
A.
with tough C. Like tough C. I'm fighting for that C-, dude. And we do a simulation. I named my company. We do you have a company, it's like a simulation. I named it Birds Aren't Real. And the teacher walked over and was like, what are these? And he shows me like peacocks in his backyard. And I was like, no, those ones are real. I was like, it's pigeons. Pigeons aren't real, you fucking idiot. And
yeah, you should have known that when I wrote birds aren't real. I didn't have enough characters for pigeons, nor did I want to try to spell that shit.
No, they're government drones. And I have a chart in my room. It shows the different types of surveillance. Like pigeons are kind of city, urban stuff, and then it goes deeper than that. But we're not going to get into that right now.
I do have to say, I used your argument on somebody because I mentioned that you don't think that pigeons are real, and they were like, "That's absurd." And I was like, "No, have you ever seen a baby pigeon?" And that blew their mind. They were like, "No,
you haven't, because they're government drones." The guy goes, if it flies, it lies. Fuck yeah.
Biscuit's all over it, man. He's all over it. Also, Mike, did you see Biscuit's comment right before that? Because I feel like we got something we have to touch on more than this stupid second-rate tournament we're talking about before all this.
Go ahead and tell everybody about what that is. I'll pull up a picture of it for everybody.
Yeah, so again, a little callback to last show. We were leading into the actual men's college basketball championship game. where the mighty, heroic Xavier Musketeers avenged Caesar's squad and went horns up right into the Aggies. Did I do it right? Yeah. All right. There you go.
Yep. Yes, you did.
So, and actually a really entertaining bet. Oh boy.
Where do you go to school?
Caesar's ready to take. He's like, yo, like, give me your address. I'll be there in 8 hours. Like, let's go.
I go to a 2,000 person liberal arts school. We're not making the tournament, dude.
There's nothing to talk shit about them with. I mean,
the closest thing. It's a very one-sided argument. You're gonna win this one every day.
Although you guys hammered like on.
We did make it to the second round of intramural basketball, though. SE is going to win this.
Touche. Also, you guys have Fox Day. But Xavier, for all of you, specifically Tyson, who don't know what the fuck they're pronouncing, pulled it out on a last-second shot to beat A&M, was it 73-72 or something like that? They won the NIT by a point, which brought home the best opportunity ever to buy the T-shirts we were talking about last week. So
Xavier Musketeers, 69th best team 2022.
That's
you
right.
can get your shirt, craftbrewsports.com/shop.
What's the character that we're rocking?
It's a musketeer. It's a D'Artagnan the Musketeer. Yeah, 69th best.
Where's that is that available on your guys' site?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
What is that, Mike? www.craftbrewsports.com/shop.
Yes, do they fit true to size? If I rock an XL, is it going to fit?
It'd be perfect.
And if I may, I highly recommend, what is it called? The terry cloth or whatever hoodies. Like, those things are legit. They're made for basically all.
This one's just a couple T-shirts. This one doesn't have the full product lineup. It's just the T-shirts.
Well, but see, that's the good part, because stay tuned, and when we get the terry cloths in, we'll do that product launch too with a whole bunch of extra fanfare. Because you know what'll be true by then? Xavier men's baseball will have proven themselves to carry that flag and finish as the 69th best team.
Have they ever won? Are they like nasty at any sport? I'm not well read on Xavier. Are they nasty?
Nobody is. It's fine.
They've had stretches in basketball. They've had some stretches.
I feel like they could like dominate in like water polo or like.
There's a Xavier alum, Jay Kokrick, hit a hole in one at the Masters today in the par 3 contest. First ace of the day.
I thought you were gonna say a hole in one in the match. He got a hole in one in the part of the tournament that does not count.
Hey, whoa, hold on. There were no kids playing though. This was an adult competition, so it was at least that much, right?
Well, some of the time. Sometimes they do just have their kids fucking play for them. They're like, go ahead, just whatever. You tee it off this time.
Did Charlie Woods not play? That kid's gonna be a fucking menace. My God.
He's gonna be a problem for sure.
My buddy's book, he got a bet down. Charlie Woods, he got it it's like really good odds too. Charlie Woods to win a major before he's 26. It was like plus 600. That's a lock. It's free money.
Unless he grows up and decides there's hotter chicks in other sports. Yeah, all right. I mean, it's a decent lot.
The wife that hit Tiger Woods with the golf club in the head after he cheated on her went to Rollins, and I can see her house through this window. She lives across the lake. She went to my college, and she still lives across the lake.
What are you doing here making friends with this other broad's mom? You need to be making friends with that mom.
She doesn't. She's a little bit harder to get access to than you. Apparently, she's got a mean right hook too. So you don't want to trust.
I just see Rusty paddling across the lake.
I'm terrified of gators, dude. I go nowhere near the fresh water in Florida.
He paddles across the lake, pulls up on shore, and goes, "This isn't where I parked my car."
What do you think? What's the best chance? What's the best line? You get one line to convince her to continue the conversation. What do you say? If I paddle on her,
I would never eat at Perkins. That's got to be it. You don't have to worry. I will never eat at Perkins.
I would never have fucked that Applebee's waitress, by the way.
I don't think you can top that one. That's the line. That gets you in. There's no. We should have gone King of the Mountain and made Scott go last because there was no way you can top. I would never eat at Perkins. What do you got, Reza? Can you top it? Can you top?
I was just gonna say I would just probably tell her that I would have never fucked that Applebee's waitress. Also, the way he got caught, wasn't it like, actually, it's probably too graphic to say on the internet, but like, didn't she like they like disposed of something in like the Applebee's parking lot, and then like he got caught somehow or whatever?
Oh, I didn't know how he got.
Are you saying dumpster baby?
I'll text it to you after the show. It's so gross.
Oh God! So somebody's like confiscating DNA in the parking lot, basically.
Wasn't that what happened? She like was on her like whatever, and took something out and threw it out of the car. Somehow, I don't remember how, but that's how he got caught.
So it's not a dumpster baby.
No, it wasn't a child. It was.
Sounds like some Bobby Petrino shit right there.
Wasn't it the car crash?
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, like, Bobby Petrino loves to get caught up on some real dumb shit. Left my DNA in a parking lot. Ah, fuck.
All right, I'm gonna dig into this later because that is the theory that needs to be the truth. I hope that's 100% true.
This happens every time I come on. It just gets derailed.
No, that's perfect. That's why I love you on, man. It's the best.
Mike, can you at least give us a preview into what your first Google search is going to be on this topic? Obviously,
how did Tiger Woods get caught? And then
that's exactly.
So I've done I know what it's really gross. I just forget how he got caught because of it.
Rusty has the link bookmarked.
I love how we're towing up on the line and teasing it, but we won't just talk about it. So, Mike, you're going to at least have to throw out a short later when you figure this out.
I got you.
It was Tiger Woods with the used condom in the old parking lot.
No.
Boom!
I was actually referring to a different one. It was a used other
tampon.
Oh,
tampon. It's not a 4-letter word, gentlemen. We can all say tampon and sanitary napkin. Okay.
Although we're all grown men, we're also immature. We like can't say tampon on the internet. I was like, that's too foul.
I love how that's the line. Is like saying like tampon is too risque for the internet, man. Like all this shit out there, all the Rule 34.
Get your potty mouth out of here.
Yeah, tampon. Although I will say tampon's less gross than a fucking pad.
Mookie called it a sanitary napkin. That's got to be the worst name for a product ever.
Hey, look, I lived with 2 girls in college. Highly recommend it. You learn a lot of stuff.
I have no problem when my wife tells me, hey, can you go out and buy some tampons? I have no problem. But if she said to me, can you go out and buy me some sanitary napkins? I would be like, you got to go yourself. There's no way.
Why wouldn't you just be like, yo, they're right there on the kitchen table. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, those are clean napkins.
I got some Bounty. It's the
quicker upper. That'll clean your shit up real tight.
Get her a Black & Decker Dustbuster guy.
It holds more than the average sanitary napkin.
Okay, let's laugh. Let's laugh at somebody else. Let's laugh at the Lakers because they have been eliminated. Remember?
Wait, which Lakers? LeBron's or John C. Riley's?
No, come on, man. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Remember at the beginning of the year when LeBron put out that Instagram post that was like, remember this, we're old, we're tired, we're not gonna we don't have the stamina, keep that same energy.
Like, dude, you didn't even make the playoffs.
Here we are, man.
And unfortunately they kept
we're
that
keeping
same
it,
energy.
dude.
The old man energy.
Are you guys team LeBron, or like are we all on the same page that he's like kind of a bitch?
Okay, so here's the thing. Look at Christian. Christian is furious right now at this conversation. The biggest LeBron fan ever.
Like, how do we go too wide here?
I've always been ambivalent. I'm like, listen, LeBron's great. He's a great player. He's awesome. Jordan is probably the best player. But I can appreciate watching what LeBron has done in his career. It also doesn't help that like I graduated the same year as him. So I'm like, damn, if only things were different for old Mikey boy here.
It
could be you going home early from the playoffs.
Jamar Chase and I were born on the same day, so I just think about it all the time.
Oof.
Like, I feel brutal.
It's so brutal when you've got somebody.
What could have been, dude?
Yeah.
It's the same way that I think about Patrick Willis. Patrick Willis has the same birthday as me, and I'm like, he's already retired.
Wow.
And
You know when you
million
look
times
at
as
some
much
of these
as-
like professional athletes and you're like, it used to be like, oh, like I still have a couple of years to like figure it out before I join the league. And then now you're like, I'm 4 years older than like this guy that's like yamming on like hoop mixtape. You know, like, I'm never gonna do that.
Hey, so and we're not old as fuck conversation because you're saying that as a 22-year-old spring chicken.
I'm big. I'm 20. 21.
Yeah, 22. Yeah.
like junior year who mixtape is like when people ball out. Like Seventh Woods, that 14-year-old who mixtape that he came out with.
Oh my god.
You're watching that and you're like, dude, I'm 6 years older than that guy. I cannot do any of that.
All right, man. But yeah, that it hurts when
But
you're.
you know what you can do?
How much?
I got winded walking to the fridge this morning. Like I'm not doing a windmill on Harvard Westlake.
But you did open that fridge and take out a bottle of red wine bought to you by an older woman. So I look, man, don't beat yourself up too
From
much.
Oregon.
From Oregon, of all places.
Oregon's finest.
Didn't know they did that.
It's like probably the last state that you could be like, yeah. Where's that wine from? Yeah, it's from Oregon. It's probably the worst state you could get wine from. I think all the grapes like froze.
I feel like a Montana wine probably.
Oh, dude, you stole it from me. I was gonna say, I wouldn't want wine from Bozeman. I'm good.
I was gonna say
Dude,
Texas.
Bozeman rules. Keep Bozeman's the real deal.
No,
Were you about to
Bozeman-
hit me with keep Bozeman out your mouth? Like, you like stop mid sentence. You like keep.
Wait. Like what's
I
your
realize
like
this is ridiculous.
Bozeman, dog? I'm repping my Midwestern alumnus, or what's it? What do they call it? Nah.
All right. So, anyways, Christian, Jared's yelling all kinds of shit at you in the chat right now.
No,
Yeah,
I
Jared,
won't-
Kobe's
I
better
won't
than
even-
Bron.
No, let's
I
go,
won't even
Jared.
entertain
Fuck
that.
yeah.
I won't even entertain that.
Watching
This LeBron is the most-
LeBron in a Lakers jersey just makes you realize how much better Kobe was than LeBron. I stand by that, dude. LeBron's a fucking bitch.
Woo! Get him, Sauce.
Christian,
Get him.
your response.
I mean, I don't know.
Caesar,
winning
leave.
at
I
one-
won't
Get
even
out of the way,
entertain
Caesar.
that argument. I won't even entertain that argument.
Who's winning
Open my
1-on-1
fridge.
though? If you put Kobe and LeBron, game to 11, make it, take it. Kobe's winning 11-0 if he starts.
No, he's
I'm
not.
being
He's 6
dead
feet under,
serious.
bro. He ain't scoring a single fucking point.
Who's throwing? Who's
Oh,
throwing
sorry,
more
Christian, my
picks?
bad.
Who's throwing more picks, LeBron or Ryan Tannehill? Go, Christian! Defend your boys.
Ryan Tannehill.
Wow. Jared said
No.
LeBron.
Also half fits the red wine talking, so I don't mean like
The
any-
Will Smith of basketball. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jared called him the
That's
Will
Patrick
Smith.
Beverly.
Dude, Jared's got my back, dude. Jared's riding with the boys today. Let's go.
All right, let's give Christian a chance to clap back here, though.
I mean, I think it's just kind of like Kobe's the most overrated basketball player of all time.
Facts.
No, like absolutely. And I'm not even like you want to put him. You have to argue to put him 5.
Bro, get them. All right, y'all, I'll let you finish, but you have already lost all credibility.
Well, I know you've seen the conspiracy theories about what was it, 06? Fucking refs giving them the one against the Kings in the West Conference Finals.
You don't need
Read a book, dude.
It's first of all, it's 2002, and we don't
Yeah, it was
need
02,
to
Chris.
talk about that, please.
If we're
You're not even the best player on your team for 2 of your championships.
wait, say that one more time.
He wasn't even the best player on his team for 2 of them.
Because he had fucking Shaq on his team, dude.
Yeah. Still
Bro.
wasn't.
Michael never had that.
Nate,
Oh, Michael.
I'm
Bronny never had that.
Christian, you have pissed
It's
off.
Kobe, dude. It's Kobe.
I don't
That's
even think
all you need. It's Kobe.
my
What
hot
does that
take is that
even
Tim
mean?
Duncan's better than Kobe.
Bro, LeBron tries to assemble a team of like what would have been sick in 2011 or like 2013, then they just don't make the playoffs. He's done it like 3 times. He did it in Cleveland with like
He's only missed the
Dwayne
playoffs
Wade
in his
and all
career
them.
4 times.
what?
He's only ever missed the playoffs 4 times. And this is number 4. And he's like
I know he
in
said he
contention to
missed
be the
3.
scoring leader. So how are you going to take that away from him?
All I'm saying, dude, it's Kobe, and you gotta respect Kobe because Kobe. My
Because
only
it's
argument,
Kobe.
That's a hot
I
take.
don't know that much about basketball. I'm
Hot
saying
take.
if you put LeBron and Kobe 1v1 and it's make it, take it, and Kobe starts, Kobe's winning 11-0.
If you put Kobe
Where-
on the 07 Cavs team, they're probably one of the worst teams in the league. LeBron took them to the finals.
Okay, listen. I'll end this with this.
Wait, why we got to end it?
I was gonna say I kind of like
because
this
I don't-
on white violence.
Like,
I
we
don't
got
want
like
Rusty
50
to
more
leave.
minutes
I don't
to
want-
kill.
I
If
don't
talking
want
about court cases, then yeah, Kobe might be a little better.
Are you talking about the team that Braun like went with, where it was like a bunch of nobodies?
Yeah, and got swept by
How
the
dare you
Kobe-
talk shit about Larry Hughes like that? We've discussed how he was in the Nelly video. Larry Hughes is an
Antoine
all
Jameson was in
Not
a
to
great
mention,
video.
have you seen Booby Gibson on the challenge? That motherfucker killed it.
Big Z. Come on. Don't disrespect.
Booby Gibson was on Challenge All Stars versus Pros, dude, and he made it to the fucking finals.
Gabe
Oh,
says
no.
Dwayne Wade
No.
is better than LeBron.
That's actually not
No.
true. That's actually not true. But I rock with any LeBron slender. So fuck yeah.
Jared saying you feared Kobe and Jordan, you hate LeBron because he wants the league to bend to his will.
Look, I have nothing against
I don't
Jordan.
even know whose side.
Him
Wait,
and
I didn't,
Kobe.
that.
Mike, put it back.
Yeah, wait. You feared Kobe and Jordan. You hate LeBron because he wants the league to bend to his will. I agree. I hate LeBron because he wants everything his way. Is he agreeing with me?
Yeah, he's agreeing with you. That's
Fuck yeah,
Jared.
Jared.
That's Jared.
Rock,
Yeah.
rock with you, Jared.
Rusty goes, wait, is he agreeing with me? Yeah, fuck yeah, Jared. Fuck yeah.
Twice in the same argument, Rusty's like, yeah, I got an ally on my side named Jared, and it's definitely two different people.
Rock with you, Jared.
Jared's a fun
Listen,
dude.
I'll just end this by saying, if LeBron and Kobe played 1-on-1, Kobe would rape LeBron.
Make a ticket.
Kobe would rape LeBron.
Yeah, thank you. It wouldn't even
what
be
he does,
it wouldn't
right?
even be close. If it was make a ticket, I genuinely think Kobe would win. Like 11-0 is steep. I think 11-4 is realistic.
Are
no,
y'all
so he's-
confusing like influence over like how good they actually were? Because I will give you that Kobe was more influential, but I think LeBron's better.
Kobe is
I'm not even a
better.
LeBron guy.
Kobe is better at 1v1 basketball than LeBron. LeBron is better at tweeting about drinking red wine on the sidelines and like being a fucking bitch.
Hashtag Los Lobos.
I didn't realize how much I hated him until I'm starting to get all this out. I really fucking hate this guy.
Let the
Hey,
hatred flow.
I've never had a
Rusty.
forum to get it all out now.
Talk about the banana boat. How do you feel about the banana boat?
Dude, I actually they do a funny on this podcast on Pardon My Take. They do a funny segment where it's like they do the banana boat and that's Friday Bears. They do a segment where you pick three guys to be on the banana boat and then one guy driving. So because of that, I think it's great that he did that. I think it's a hilarious picture, and I think I like it. But I don't like that. I mean, I don't hate LeBron as a person. I just think he's a bitch. If he wants to ride banana boats in his free time, go for it, dog. But on the back, like, I think he's the third best basketball player of all time. I think it's blasphemous that he's even in the argument with Jordan.
Who's your two?
Christian is. Christian's so mad. He's so furious that somebody would say LeBron
No,
is the
it's
third.
not even the Jordan LeBron argument that's got me pissed off right now. It's even putting Kobe in a top 5 conversation. Yeah, I'm not
Christian, give us your
Did you
5
hear
real
that
quick.
guy that said Kobe's not a top 5 Laker?
Yeah.
Did you hear that guy? I think it
Wait.
was it Skip Bayless?
He might not be. It wouldn't be
Laker or player ever?
Bro,
if you count people who have played on the
you
Lakers,
are
he might
off
not
your
be.
rocker if you think Kobe's
Well,
not.
no,
a top
hold
Oh,
on.
you're right. You're right.
hear him
He's
out,
the 4th
though.
best Laker ever. He's the 4th best Laker.
So hold on. So on the Lakers, you had Kareem, you had Magic,
Magic, and
you
now
had
that LeBron
Shaq.
has played in. Oh, you're right. 5.
Jerry West,
Derek Fisher.
Kobe,
wow.
Derek Fisher, Bob Dory, Big
Scott,
Shot
I'll just call
Bob,
Matt Barnes.
Matt
Matt
Barnes.
Barnes,
Yeah,
I'll
oh,
just
dude,
call
Matt
Matt Barnes.
That coach's wife fucker.
Realistically, Kobe's 4 or 5 depending.
Realistically, Kobe
Oh,
is
good
raping
small.
Magic if they played basketball together at the same time.
Wait, say that again?
I said realistically, Kobe is prison raping Magic if they played basketball at the same time. It's
about
not even.
You know what? You're
Yeah,
probably right
dude,
about that one.
What about
yeah,
Steve
you're right.
Nash?
You're right.
Steve Nash. When we're talking about all-time Lakers above
The
Kobe.
Canadian magician
On
himself.
the Lakers. Dude, what about Dwight Howard, dude?
Two stints. He's better than Kobe in 2 stints with the Lakers.
No, I'm pretty sure Dwight claims his Hawks.
Where's
ownership.
Karl Malone fall on this list?
Ooh.
He's got to be up there.
Wasn't he like
One
45
bean.
when he got to the
One bean.
Lakers?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
My man sat out game 7 of what would have been his only championship. Like, Karl Malone is one of the worst basketball players of all time. Fuck
He
Karl
might be-
Malone.
He might be one of
Yeah,
the
fuck
worst
Karl Malone.
humans of all time, too.
He's
Like,
pretty shitty.
He's bad news.
He's,
I'm gonna
But-
pick
the-
one out.
he's
I'm gonna
the
pick
black-
my battles.
But
Well,
he's
Mike,
the black
Mike,
Brett
I would
Favre.
advise you if you're jumping to defend Karl Malone, I would just say Google it first before you go to
At
defend.
I'm
him.
not saying he's a good
At
person, but he's
least-
not one of the worst basketball players of all time.
Okay,
Look,
okay, all right, fair enough.
Don't make the
at
Tim
least
Allen
what Karl
mistake.
Malone did was probably consensual.
So Mike, I was gonna
I might
throw
be
up.
coming around on this intern, dude.
Eddie George.
Oh, he did it. He.
Yeah.
Yo,
Kev,
get out of here. Kobe's not a rapist, dude.
No, but Kobe's like a rapist. Karl Malone was statutory rape, which like
He's
all right,
the
we're getting
black
to a weird
Brett
place.
Favre.
Listen, we gotta awkward.
Moving on.
Thank you, Mookie.
Sorry, dude. I told you I wouldn't press buttons anymore, but that
No,
had to happen.
That was a good
Try
time
not to get us
on that one.
canceled.
We got let's do the segment that I play in Rusty or a stoner I went to high school with. This is a classic game. This is where I comb through Twitter and I will find tweets and we decide whether this was Rusty that tweeted this out or whether it was a stoner I went to high school with. For those of you that haven't seen this before, this started because Jacoby Brissett had the greatest Twitter account I had ever seen, and it made me think that it was just a stoner I went to high school with. We played it with a couple. This is our first
J.R. Smith was another great one when he did the golf at.
J.R. Smith was a good one.
I used J.R. Smith's senior code as my senior code. It was get chicks or die trying.
All right, so let's go with our first tweet here. Is this Rusty or a stoner I went to high school with? Have you guys seen this Facebook thing? Is that Rusty?
How are we just
or a stoner I
mass
went to high
voting? Because I feel like this is totally the stoner you went to high school with.
Drew says stoner, Scott, stoner or Rusty?
Rusty.
Christian, Caesar?
Rusty.
the owner you went to high school with.
That was Rusty on April 4th, 2020.
Also, Rusty, I love
I
your.
actually have no recollection of tweeting that.
That's how I
you
knew.
guys
There was
were-
no response from Rusty. I was like, this is 100%.
Did it get any likes or anything? Did it get any love?
I think there was a couple. I think he had like 8 likes on that one. It was doing numbers, baby.
That's such an absurd amount of likes for like the most mundane tweet of all.
I love that he's sitting there in his
Yeah,
photo with his legs crossed, and his
Cross-legged
hand
in
on
the
his
in the
knees.
profile.
Like he's
picture.
getting ready for fucking cotillion.
All right, next tweet. Is this Rusty or a stoner I went to high school with? Fuck chicken, give me that ass, some Henny, and a few Benjamins. Is that Rusty or a stoner I went to high school
Oh, I
with?
know this one.
Scott?
Rusty.
Mookie?
J.R. Smith.
Christian?
That's high school stoner.
And Caesar?
Rusty.
Yep, that was Rusty on April 18th, 2018.
I was 17 in that when I tweeted that.
And you already knew, man. Like you already knew.
That's only like the 6th most recent tweet. Like I never tweet. Like that was
This was one of the
chicken.
ones that
That's a good one. Do you know how many likes I got?
I don't know offhand on that one. I can probably find it because you just recently retweeted it.
See, Mike, that's what I was really waiting for on these was them to not be Rusty, but be Rusty retweeting himself. And you'd be like, got you, bitches.
Most of these
Inception shit.
that I had seen were Rusty retweeting himself. That's how I found them so easily. Next one is this Rusty or Stoner I went to high school with. Hey Siri, big booty mix 15 and women with middle level self-esteem on repeat. Is that Rusty or a Stoner I went to high school with?
Rusty.
Mookie, is that Rusty?
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if this is me or not.
That's
yeah.
Rusty.
100%.
That's Rusty.
Everybody's on the Rusty train. That is Rusty, and that was June 28th, 2021. Gabe chiming in saying on that last one you had 6 likes on that last
Gabe.
Just doing the research while we're on the air. Fantastic.
I was gonna say, I
That's
pulled it
actually
up,
a
too,
fire tweet. I didn't even know I tweeted that, but that's a good one. I like that one.
Rusty, you still Clash of Clans over there, dude?
Dude, maxed out level 10 town hall, baby.
Wow, impressive, but also so late.
Yeah.
All
It's like
right.
2015 shit.
Next tweet. Strengths, slanging this wood in my pants. Weaknesses, algebra. Is that Rusty?
100% Rusty.
Rusty.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of believe in
Yep,
Rusty.
it was Rusty in
Oh.
2017.
I was 15.
That's pretty solid self-awareness at the age of 15.
So who's just real quick, if we took a poll on this thing we're doing right now, whose parents are the most proud?
That's a salt. I think that one got a bunch of likes, if I remember correctly, because I was like a freshman in high school, and I remember tweeting it, and it was like when Twitter was cool, and all the boys were like, "Yeah, that one's funny." I went to lunch, and they were like, "Good one, good one."
Twitter's not cool anymore.
Nah,
But like Elon bought him. I thought that like brought him back.
I think it's on the rebound. That last one, I hadn't read. Yeah, that's good. I like that one.
It's
a lot.
that's the one I was hoping at the start of the show that you were talking about your assessment. And I was like, that was one of the greatest tweets I've ever seen. And then it kills me to know you were 15 years old when you tweeted it.
Who was the NC State basketball player that when they beat Duke, he dunked like after he went to the NBA?
Dennis
He dunked
Smith,
like what was it?
He
Dennis
played on
Smith
the
Jr.
Mavs.
Yeah, Dennis Smith Jr. tweeted something like that, and I think I stole the idea from him. He tweeted a scouting report on himself, and it was something very similar to that. And I think I stole it from Dennis Smith Jr.
So you're claiming he's bad at algebra?
No, I think I was like not doing too hot in algebra too. When I was like 15, I was just like pissed at Miss O'Brien. And I was like,
That sounds surprising to me based on what I know about your
Mr.
academic
O'Brien.
success.
I'm okay. I'm okay at math. I got a 92 on my finance test yesterday.
Good for you, bro. Well done.
Thanks.
Because
You
now
ever
you know how to
sit there-
steal money from people.
You ever-
That's my boy. Like that's when you said you were struggling for a C. I was like, how do you not know how to cheat by now? You've been in college for at least
supply
a year.
chain management is tough to cheat on. Finance, you get some girl's Excel spreadsheet and you just plug in all the numbers.
And why does that not work in another class?
Because supply chain, you actually have to like go to the class.
And you can't cheat while you're in class?
No, I just don't go to it. So we're having trouble there.
Yeah, I always thought that was some bullshit when they had like the whole attendance thing. Like, if I don't have to show up and I can still ace your exam, don't ask me questions.
Dude, I pay $75,000. Can I just like take it? Can I just sleep in?
Just see Peter's face. He's like, the fuck you doing?
Is it chill if I just take a nap real quick instead
Horns
of
upstate school, baby.
I mean, isn't it at that point you're like
Flagship state school, by the way. Just
That's
saying.
true.
you're their employer. You're paying. You can
The
pull that
Texas
like
University.
I'm paying your
or
salary.
The University of Texas.
They
I
all got
pay your
tenure.
salary.
These guys don't give a fuck.
Oh no, yeah. If you're
They don't
tenured,
give a shit.
dude, that's my dream. I want to work like 10 more years and then become a tenured professor somewhere so I can just fucking hang it up at like 45.
Dude, some of my high school teachers, they would get their tenure and then like literally just not give like they'd just
High
be like
school?
yeah, they'd just be like horrible people. And you'd go and talk to the like vice principal and be like, this person like locked Jonah Evon in the closet. And they'd be like, yeah.
That's like a really specific
Mike
example.
Leach.
That actually happened.
I
I
was gonna say,
used his real name too, Senor Dion. lock John Evo in the closet, and there's like,
shout
you
out,
can't
John.
do anything.
Hope you're doing well.
Tenure.
How do you get tenure in high school though?
They
I
went
thought
to
it's
like
a college thing.
I think she went to like Dartmouth or I don't know. It's a nice school, so they just like tenure professors. And they like stay there for the rest of their life and like till they like want to leave.
That is amazing.
Life
Absolutely
goals.
amazing.
Life goals.
Rusty, thank you for your Twitter feed. It's glorious. It's inactive. You don't tweet anything ever, but going back and finding that gold was.
I'm gonna fire out a tweet in the next like 5 minutes.
You know what you should do is you should break your Twitter silence by plugging this episode.
Yeah,
that's a great way to break the seal, pop the cherry.
How do we make it? So
how do we make?
I'll think of something.
I was waiting for you to finish that with how do we make a tweet? Like you're just so far removed from it that you're just like, how do I make a Twitter?
I'll give you clickbait. So recently on Sunday, I took a test, and I found out that I'm kind of autistic. So it could be intern is autistic. Finds out intern is autistic.
Oh, that's true. That's good clickbait. Yeah, that'll drive some clicks. Watch intern find this out live on air. Yep. Nothing risky about this title at all. No lawsuits hanging over our head.
I'm not lying either. I took a test.
Well, we love you just the same. First of all,
it's my month too. I think.
It's my month. Rusty had to leave the camera.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's my month.
Caesar, you just made the guest leave the show momentarily.
I've never done that. As bad as I've been, I've never done that.
Holy shit, man. All right, let's talk football.
Boobs.
Rusty, just facing your hands like, look at him trying to keep it together right now.
I wish I was lying. I'm not.
It's not that I think you're lying. It's that I feel bad at laughing at the fact that you're like.
I took a test and I got like a 60, and according to the website, no, I got.
Oh, you took it online? You're not fucking autistic, dude.
The website is embraceautism.com. I mean, that sounds pretty solid.
It's a dot. Okay.
It's got to be .org, man.
I'm not gonna try and diagnose you on air, but I thought I was like laughing at a kid. I was like, I've been laughing at a kid for actually being special needs for the last 5
So threshold score is 65 plus. 65 plus, you're likely autistic.
Yeah, but that website wants you to be autistic because then you'll start.
Yeah, dude, they're trying to recruit new members. Dude.
Well, okay, so the RADS wait. The RADS test is the one that my cousin took, who's actually autistic, and he got like a 168, which is the max score.
Damn, he did well.
He did amazing.
I don't know what else to say.
So my score was a 66, which 65 is the threshold. So. I
like legit had a conversation with HR this morning about how to like handle these situations and interviews for like my life. And this has come complete full circle. This is something else.
You guys see the NFL is trying to get flag football in the Olympics?
Who's a what?
We're going to lose to Tanzania in like 2026 or some shit.
Tanzania.
All right. Okay.
All right, look at this professional transition. The NFL trying to get flag football as an Olympic sport in 2028. That's a real thing they're pushing for because they want international fans or whatever. And they're like, the only way people will care about football is if they're playing it in the Olympics, I guess. So there's literally they're trying to get flag football in the Olympics when it's hosted here in the States. I'm kind of on board with this. I would love to see flag football in the Olympics. I'd be totally cool, but it's going to end up being like, I think you could send our D3 high school teams and we're just going to wax the world in flag football.
Kidding. It wouldn't even be close.
Yeah.
If you send like Jesuit from Dallas, Texas, like third JV team.
Look, dude. We don't even know the rules to football here in the States, so there's no way that the rest of the world is going to be able to keep up with it. We can't get our own fucking rules right.
Can you imagine a referee from like Spain that just learned about the game is trying to decide what's
Trying
a
to
catch and what's not? I don't fucking know, man. This is bullshit.
Dude,
I think the most entertaining version, if we're not doing contact, if we're doing flag, is have you seen like these kids that are nasty at flag football? They're like 8. Like we do like 8U.
Oh yeah, dude.
We do 8U flag football in the US in the Olympics, and they just throw all those shifty kids from like Houston on one team. It's just every they throw every good running back from that Houston league. Have you seen those kids? They're just like dice kids.
The only way we're doing that.
I mean, some kid from Paraguay is grabbing his flag. Smell you later.
The only way we're doing that is if after the game everybody gets ham and cheese Subway sandwiches where they don't melt the cheese and they throw a little bit of lettuce on that shit.
That's right. Toast that ham and cheese, or the ham and the bread, though.
I
Toast
mean, if
that
everything
shit.
we've heard about Olympic Village is right, that's probably what they are.
Leave the cheese out of the toaster.
You
It was
can't
like
be
the
having
most
8-year-olds.
bizarre order I've ever seen.
That is ridiculous. But okay, so like, do we think this sticks? Like, do you think eventually football is a fucking sport in the Olympics? Like,
Dude,
are we
who
going to be able to put
cares?
together?
Is
The
rugby
Olympics-
in the Olympics?
No, but all these other they put look.
We're not getting contact football in the Olympics until
No,
rugby.
flag football.
No.
I mean, even flag football, if that becomes
They're
an
not
Olympic-
doing. I don't care how much anyone pushes for it. No, they're not putting flag football in the Olympics. The Olympics is
No. They're
the most prestigious event.
No,
in
see,
athletics.
that's exactly it, Rusty. They're fucking not anymore. There's like fucking breakdancing and shit in the Olympics now.
Is
It's
there
not
really?
the Olympics
Dance.
anymore.
All
It's
right,
like
well, that's
they're
fucking
handing out participation trophies at this point. So they're gonna get this shit in because it's gonna be another way to make money for a non-profit sporting organization. Who cares?
Why
Who
don't they
actually
just
fucking
do? Why don't they
cares?
just do full contact? I would tune in to watch random like third world countries just get like we can only use retired NFL players. Like Ray Lewis comes back and is just clotheslining dudes during small routes.
You gonna kill someone again?
Smell
The
you later.
Lithuanian team just quits at halftime.
Hold on,
Dude.
I got it. This is what
I'm
we
about to
do.
make a horrible
We
joke.
do a reality TV show in one of these other nations. We'll say we'll keep it sensitive, and
Hard
we have
Knocks India.
Hard Knocks. No, because they got cricket and like cricket's legit. But like
Hard Knocks Chile.
there you go.
Hard
That I
Knocks
feel more.
Norway.
But what we do is we take Ray Lewis and Herschel Walker, and they're the two teams like a UFC reality series style back in the day. And they take two teams and they run it back on like an actual contact football field, but it's also Survivor style, so people get voted off the squad to trim the roster down to that like 25.
I
And,
feel like
that's
T.O.'s
what
going to
we
be
need.
interested in this. My man still thinks he can contribute to the NFL.
Dude, he's playing in fan control football. T.O. is playing. He's.
I know.
Thank
That's what I'm
you.
saying. And, but like he threw it out there with, I think I can still contribute to an NFL team.
Wait.
What?
Wait, have you seen his workout videos though?
Oh, yeah, he's
I mean,
felt.
sure, but check
I
your.
mean, nobody will
2022
ever forget
bingo
sit-ups in
cards.
the driveway, baby.
Check your 2022 bingo cards because did anybody have Terrell Owens will be catching passes from Johnny Manziel in their 2022 bingo cards? Because that's a thing that's gonna fucking happen in fan control
in the
football.
CFL.
No,
Fan Control Football League.
football.
Do you see Johnny Manziel just absolutely manhandling that girl in the club on Twitter the other day?
No, I did
This
not.
girl it might have been his girlfriend, but she was sitting on his shoulders.
And Christian's done.
He's sitting in the club, girl on his shoulders. He's looking out of the club and just hands up, just handful. It's the greatest video I've ever. And he's just like, there's like a bottle of Belvedere somewhere in there, and he's just like,
Oh. Wait. He's pulling the Urban Meyer. I got you.
I think it's like his wife though.
Is he
Also,
married?
where'd the Kobe hater go?
Christian's he's
He
around.
probably had to go get more Bud Light Lime.
Yeah.
Whoa. Bud Light Platinum.
Platinum
Right, put some
tonight,
respect
Scott.
on his name there. Damn.
Well, whatever's hanging out in the fridge.
Do we think T.O. can still hang? You think T.O. can? I mean, I
Yes.
That's
feel like
disgusting. Any Canadian did.
Easy.
Also, phrasing Crazy.
I think Tio just saw the money that's been handed out to wide receivers this year, and he was like, "Fuck it, I can still go. I'll take a check. Like if you're just handing this out, fucking Christian Kirk's making that kind of money, yeah, I could still play."
Again,
You guys think the XFL is gonna do you think The Rock's gonna do that justice? He's gonna work out. I want it to work out so bad.
I want it to work.
I've wanted it to work out all 3 times it's attempted.
I think it is.
Here's the key. It doesn't matter how long it works out, how long it lasts. As long as there's lines and we can bet on it while it's here, it'll be worth it.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything The Rock touches turns to fucking gold, though. That guy doesn't miss, though.
He's more like a platinum.
I know. You ever seen Tooth Fairy?
If aliens came down and you need one representative from the Earth, you're telling me it's not The Rock?
No, it's Leo DiCaprio, obviously.
No, not Leo.
He's too detached, dude. He's gonna fuck all the 24-year-old aliens and he's gonna dip.
Right, and they'd be like, "Wow, a 70-year-old Earth man banged all of our 20-year-old alien peoples." Like, because again, a 20-year-old alien person is still probably like really advanced and whatnot, but Leo's still catching that ass.
You know, in like Braveheart, when they want to get all the Scots out of Scotland, so he's like, we're gonna breed them out. Like, if we wanted to breed out all the aliens, we just send Leo up there and he just fucks everybody, and we turn them all into humans.
See, now you're coming over to my side, Christian. That's how you do it, man.
I love Braveheart, by the way. That's gotta be top 3, top 5.
Is there a porn named Braveheart?
100. I have this theory, or this isn't my theory. My friend brought this to my attention. There's this theory out there where any porn that you can imagine exists.
Oh, god damn it.
If you
have you not heard of Rule 34?
Like 3 double D batteries up midget ass porn.
Small person.
There's a video. Like everything exists.
Rusty, it's called Rule 34 of the internet. Get up to speed. You kids
That's
need to
a real
put respect.
thing?
Yes, there's rules of the internet, and rule number 34 is if you can imagine it, there's
I've
porn.
been on the internet for like 15 years, dog.
What do you think? Al Gore didn't equip this thing with fucking rules?
Right?
He invented this shit and had there's rules, baby. He's like, there will be porn of everything on this motherfucker.
All of
Mark
it.
my words.
Dora the Explorer, anything you need, man.
No, there's
Alien
definitely
tentacles and shit.
Oh, wait, Drew went to Dora the Explorer really quick.
I was gonna go to
fetish.
Daphne. I was gonna go to Daphne and Velma. You went to Dora.
I'm very
you know what he's though is that Velma's
Christian's
little
like,
The Blues
Christian's like, I
Clues
don't give a
guy
fuck
got
about
arrested
either
on
of
like
them.
drug charges.
Christian's like, I don't give a fuck about either of them unless they're in 720, though. Like, it could be
Oh,
Daphne and
I
Velma.
need you 720 only.
It could be the Snorks. I don't
Wait,
give a
hold
shit
on,
if
Christian,
it's only
wait.
420.
You get down with 720?
720 works. I prefer 1080.
Okay.
720
What if it's
works.
like
I'll dabble.
what if it's like 420 but with a real crisp audio track?
First of all, it's 480. There's no 420.
Math is hard,
You're
man.
getting confused. That's 2 weeks away, buddy.
It's too grainy. It's too grainy.
Yeah. Too great. It's about the graininess of the film.
I get more mad than turned on. That's the issue.
I get that. Although sometimes that can also be a
Hang
turn
on, this
on.
is the third fucking time you guys are having this conversation. Please stop talking about Christian's porn watching habits. I don't need to put that in the description for a
Hey,
show.
we lasted much longer than the past 2 episodes. Like,
Phrasing.
Last week it was like 2 weeks, or it was like 2 minutes into the show, and we were like 720.
All right, let's make Scott happy here. Let's talk some old white guy stuff.
Here's the pitch. Oh shit.
Tank is
that a
Tank is
real
right.
call? Did that guy actually say that?
No, that's from Major League.
We wish. Here, play it again, Mike. Play it again. It's the greatest
Here's
couple
the pitch. Oh shit.
We love that drop around these parts.
Good old Austin
opening week,
Kearns.
baby. It's opening week, opening day tomorrow. My Reds face off against Scott's Braves, and then the rest of the league plays too. I'm not excited for baseball this year, man. I want to be so bad, but I'm not at all. But did you see, Scott, the anti-sign stealing technology that the MLB has allowed? Catchers will be allowed to wear like this thing that triggers to a pitcher. They punch in something on their wrist, and then the pitcher knows which pitch and where to throw it, and it's supposed to be able to stop
Did you hear
signs.
how it was developed?
No, I did not hear how it was.
Because I heard an interview with the guy that like submitted the idea or whatever. It's through magicians. So apparently, like Penn and Teller, like magicians who do their shit with more than one person or whatever, they have this same technology so that they're not like tipping off the audience and everything. So it's like this is coming from magicians to Major League Baseball.
So you're telling me that that they went to a Penn and Teller show in Vegas, or like a Siegfried and Roy, and they were like,
"We got it.
We can fix this whole Astros bullshit."
Classic MLB, baby.
I don't know how I
feel about
Didn't they get like mauled by their fucking tiger?
They did, yeah.
I wish Rob
Tigers.
What a bunch of fucking idiots, dude. You
Wait a minute. No, that wasn't Penn and Teller. Those
those
other fuckers. Those German dudes.
I know. I made a reference. Thank you for listening, Mookie, to my.
Hey, I'm looking at Johnny Manziel getting a handful over here. So pardon me for being distracted by better things. And this is definitely not his wife, by the way.
He's not married anymore. They broke
I was just
up.
gonna say, didn't they divorce like years ago?
Yeah, they
And
got
his new
divorced.
lady.
Either way, he's getting 2 handfuls and then some. Dog.
He's getting 2 handfuls while she's on his shoulders. He's carrying her through the club on his
Really
shoulders and
impressive.
just grabbing boob.
It's-
Maybe it was for stability.
That's a guy's been in that position before. You don't just find those.
You know what, man? Like, I gotta tell
see
you
how
what.
he went like he just like connected with both of them at the same time.
Well, sometimes it's good to have practice before you get on the big stage, right? Like, that's why I would love for this guy to be my quarterback.
Gabe
Dude,
just hit for the
He's
comments.
better. He's
R.I.P.
better than Wait, did he die from?
They died. They died
from
from
the
that
tiger?
No, not from the tiger. They
Oh.
lived long after the tiger attack.
Was it like AIDS?
Holy shit!
What is that so blasphemous?
No, it just
It's just like the
That's
Dora
correlation.
comment. Like,
did,
why are you
did
going
they
to
die
AIDS
from
first?
the tiger or
Wasn't
AIDS?
that when
Do
everyone?
you wait? Do you think he just subtweeted himself, basically saying Magic is the best Laker? Is that what that was? Was that a Freudian slip of Rusty admitting that Magic is a better Laker than Kobe?
Okay.
No, Kobe's better than Magic.
Magic defeated death, though.
And AIDS.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but Kobe beat like a couple of rape charges and like so.
And apparently that's to be admired.
No, I think I'm
Beat
sure
the rape charges, but couldn't beat death.
He's
But
better
couldn't
at
beat that.
basketball. He's better at basketball.
But
It's
he's
not
worse at life, apparently.
Yeah.
No, he's better at dude. Okay, like he's better at basketball. He's
Rusty,
better at that.
I love that you just keep looking out the window at Tiger Woods' ex-wife's house. Like, you just keep peeking to see if she might pop out the window.
Dude, imagine if she was just sitting right there. Yeah, what up? We're talking about you.
No, what would be the best is if this whole Johnny Manziel thing was just a huge setup, and all of a sudden Egan came out of nowhere behind it, and Rusty just went bam. Like, oh, I've been practicing too, baby.
Tiger Woods' wife walks in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she just strolls in, and you're like, check this out.
Tank said, I just tuned in, and goddamn, there are a lot of hot takes. It's been spicy today, Tank. It's been very, very spicy.
Bro, this reverse camera will never not fuck me up. I can never get my
It's been
hat.
fucking me up ever since I got the internship.
I'm pretty sure you can flip it, boys.
Rusty, what do you think about the anti-sign stealing technology now in the major leagues?
I think I hate the Astros, and those guys can go fuck themselves. I think it's a part of baseball, but I think when your coach is smashing the TV every day and being like, stop fucking doing this, and you still do it, you guys are a bunch of fucking scumbag. And also dude, I hate the Yankees more than anyone on the planet. But when I'm sympathetic for the Yankees, when like,
then you don't hate him.
What was it? Aroldis Chapman like threw that pitch, and he looked at the catcher and was like, he knows what pitch was coming, didn't he?
Well, yeah, but in fairness, Aroldis Chapman has a fastball and a slider, and it was very easy to know when he was throwing.
Dude,
He's thrown 3 straight sliders.
I don't care. What's the short? Altuve, that guy can go fuck himself. When you're 5'6" and you can hit a 104 mile an hour fastball, get out of here, dude. You have no business in the major leagues if you don't have that buzzer on your shirt. Oh, you don't rip off your jersey because your wife doesn't want to, your wife got mad because they don't want to see your abs. Get the fuck out of here. I would suck a dick. I've never felt sympathetic for a Yankee in my entire life. That guy can go fuck himself. I felt bad for Aroldis Chapman there.
That's how you know you don't hate the Yankees more than me. There's no such thing as sympathy towards the Yankees, no matter what it is.
My hatred actually for specifically Correa and Altuve. Those are the only two people that if I saw them in the streets, I'd lose the fight every day of the week. But those are the only two people that I would punch in the face if I saw them in public.
Not any of the white guys that were involved, the two brown guys?
They'd both kick my ass, but I'm throwing that punch. I'll admit it, that 5'6" hobbit would beat the absolute brakes off of me. But
Caesar's like, that's enough brown on brown.
Hey guys, I got breaking news over here, by the way.
Yeah.
Just tonight, even 4/6, right? That's today, the 6th. Yeah. Johnny was spotted getting a quick old fashioned in the photo booth at an arcade from a new woman. Yeah.
The bizarre thing about that sentence is arcade. There's still arcades. Like what?
Hang on.
Yeah, I mean it looks like a Dave and Buster's joint, but you know.
Okay.
Let's back the story up. Johnny Manziel goes to an arcade, finds a photo booth, and gets a hand job in the photo booth.
Oh, I missed the HJ part.
Oh yeah, we're breaking it here first.
Are we the first people to break this?
Well, technically, I got this from a TMZ article, but I don't think anyone sees that site.
Let's tweet.
We should tweet this.
At Scheffner, get fucked.
Yes.
We're first on the scene.
First on the scene. Scoop from TMZsports.com.
Per Woj, go fuck yourself. Craft Brew Sports, first on the scene. Confirm Johnny Manziel over the pants hand job in the photo booth.
Over the pants hand job.
I love it.
I mean, there was definitely some.
The question was, how are we breaking this? Like Mookie was like getting a text from a source that was like, "Hey man, Johnny Manziel, HJ in the Dave and Buster's photo."
I mean, look at these photos. What would you call it? That's clearly some wet humping.
Can you throw them up? Can we look at them?
I'll look for them.
I mean, yeah. Here you go. Ready?
Wait, nobody can see.
That looks like hieroglyphics, dude.
It could be anybody in the world.
That's just them making out. If there's no hand on dong, we can't break that news.
Oh, hold on. Well, let's see here. Let's try again. We'll go big.
Literally, the title of this Mookie is Johnny Manziel makeout sesh with Kenzie Werner on Steamy Arcade.
Bro, look, I see these photos, and with my journalistic integrity, I am interpreting them and reporting the news as I see it.
Warner? They say that like I'm supposed to know.
I see some kind of model bimbo.
Look, if I was as prolific as Johnny Manziel was in college, knowing myself, I think my career would go about the same.
Wait, where's the self-awareness?
Where's the HJ?
The only thing you could potentially see is like hitting it from behind, but she's not in a.
He's also wearing a sweatshirt. No one's hitting it from behind the jumper.
Right. You can see.
Look at that top photo. Where's her other hand?
On his hip, dog.
Right here.
No, her other hand.
Maybe fingering his butthole, but she's not giving him an HJ.
Yeah.
That's clearly.
If anything's happening there, she's getting it from behind. He's exactly right.
All right, you heard it here first.
Johnny
Manziel confirmed butt plug guy.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Are y'all not?
Are y'all not?
Remember, Mike, when you were mad about us talking about porn? And Christian jerking off.
God, I love when Rusty's here because the show is just insane. Let's talk Masters, fellas.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
I never gets old, dude. That's my favorite. That's my favorite TikTok sound. Have you seen like the original one?
Yeah, it's the best.
So good.
And so we got Masters Week. Tiger's playing. Tiger is about to either like bankrupt Vegas or make it even more profitable than ever because he leads like all the money that people have put. He is like bet on more than like 8 times the next golfer in the Masters. His line went from 80-1 to 50-1 to win the Masters because of how much money is flowing in on Tiger. It's insane. So is he gonna win? Like, do we think Tiger's gonna win?
It's fucking time. How many times you have to watch? How many times you have to watch the same movie, dude? It's like watching the same movie every fucking year. It's Tiger Woods, dude. He gets in a car crash. You're telling me that honestly, knowing Tiger, he's such a psycho. He probably got in that car crash on purpose to give himself motivation to come back and fucking rip this shit, dude. Also, he had to eat sushi at the Masters dinner. Do you know how mad that probably made him, dude? Million later, Hideki.
Did they have like Wagyu beef too? Like they had some.
I thought Hideki only did some like bullshit. Also, someone made
it was a legit menu.
Right, that was going down the wrong path. But someone made a good point. Hideki's translator was probably the first non-Masters winner to ever be at the Masters dinner. And I never thought about it until one of my buddies mentioned that.
That's a very good point. Holy
Isn't that
shit.
crazy? Probably the first guy ever to be in that room that has not won a Masters.
Do you think they like kicked him out at some point? Like they were like, you gotta leave.
He had to be there. I think Hideki couldn't converse with the other like.
They were like, sorry, Hideki, rules are rules. Like, listen, if you had a white guy here, we might let it slide, but this ain't gonna work.
I think if there was a southern good old boy that happened to speak Japanese, he probably would have been able to stick around a little bit longer. I don't think Augusta, Georgia looks too fondly on other countries.
The laundry list of good old boys.
I went to USC one time and they called me a Yankee. Like they still are mad about the Civil War in the South. Like it's ridiculous.
No, I agree.
It's bad.
Just because I'm in Texas and you get the few people that are still upset about it.
By the way, Tank said, how sick would it be to get roadhead while playing Cruising USA at a Demon Busters?
What's a D&B?
Dave and Buster's.
Oh, God.
Tank, as always, you've earned this one, my man.
Once a show, man. Tank always brings the heat.
Fucking deliver.
I'm going through San Francisco.
Getting roadhead onto the way to a Dave & Buster's. Yo, what's his name? Tank?
Yeah, Tank.
I don't think there's anything sicker than that. Like, honestly, off there is something sicker, but off the top of my head, I cannot think of anything. There is something sicker, though. But it's definitely top 100 sickest things.
Oh, shit.
Where did that come from?
It was the Johnny Manziel. We pulled that. We were talking about him in the arcade. I was just late on finding the comment. Scott,
funny, Tank.
You don't think Tiger wins? Because we had our storybook, like the storybook sports story was written. It was Coach K, final season, goes to the Final Four, plays North Carolina for the first time in the tournament, beats them in the Final Four, beats Kansas in the championship game, the team that he won his first national championship on. Storybook season, put a bow on it, done, print it up, Disney. And we didn't get that, so now we got Tiger coming back. Like, this is our storybook chance, man.
You know how much I love Tiger.
Why does everyone keep saying that this is the first time they've played? Because everyone's been saying this and I Googled it. Because I was like, I couldn't think of a time. They played like a handful of times in the tournament.
What?
Who?
Duke and UNC. According to Google, it said they played 4 times since 1971.
Oh, I Googled that shit like the day of, and it came back that it wasn't.
All right, Rusty, I'm going to need you to I'm going to defer to Caesar here because Caesar, we put him on this task last week. And
the closest time was in 1991 when UNC was the 1 seed and Duke was a 2 seed when Duke beat Kansas in the final in the national championship.
That was Leitner's junior season?
Yeah. UNC was the 1 seed and they lost in the Final Four, and Duke they won their matchup. So that's the closest time they've ever gotten. Other than that, it's been like
to playing each other.
Yeah,
in the tournament. Yeah.
I also
were you looking at ACC tournament results?
No,
I didn't. I just looked at NCAA.
in retrospect, I Googled it very vaguely. I think that it could have been interpreted as how many times have Duke and UNC been in the tournament at the same time.
All the time.
Which is every year.
Rusty's like, they played every year in the tournament. This is bullshit.
I'm gonna be real. The amount of times I've woken up and when I click Safari the next day and it's the most absurd Google search of all time. I don't Google. I don't remember the last sober Google I've had. They're usually not really well thought out. So
That's probably when you were doing your corporate finance preparation.
Rusty, I'm gonna need like your Google search. Like you can edit it if you want, but I'm gonna need your Google search history just so that I can.
Yeah, we'll read it. I would love to have a more extensive list, but I watch like a lot of porn, so. My most recent Google search: Nicole Brown Simpson lookalike.
Nice.
Holy fuck!
The second one is party bus. Just that's it.
Crazy Taxi, Tank. Shout out Tank. It only gets
this
beat by
one.
Crazy
This
Taxi.
one says. Wait, I was looking for apartments for all. Wait for one. Where is Trey, who had a basketball game tomorrow?
What the fuck?
Do you remember that Vine where it's like, my name is Trey, I got a basketball. I googled where is Trey, who had a basketball game tomorrow, and I was hoping you would be like this like NBA star.
Well, no.
I don't think he even won that. No. According to the other game, he didn't win the game that he had tomorrow.
Yeah.
and then after that, I cleared it because I just watched like a ton of porn.
Why do you clear your own search history, dude? It's your phone.
Yeah, that's actually a really good question.
Because you got to start from scratch every time now. Like,
how many ounces in a Big Tom? I don't know what a Big Tom is. Most of them are just looking for charter buses because we were panicking to find a bus this morning.
Because it's Fox Day.
This one was I called to get a reservation for a restaurant that I'm trying to hook up with this girl. And
not her mom though.
It's same girl. And she
no, but like you're trying to hook up with her and not her mom.
It's complicated, Mookie.
And she told me that we could go to dinner when I get my life together, and she's decided that my life is together now. And so I looked up
God
the
damn, is she
restaurant
wrong?
And went straight to voicemail. So we don't
Sounds
know.
accurate.
Also, she's been I was like, yeah, I'll be there by 8:30. It's 9:27 right now.
I love that he just like it's funny too because dude, that's her fault, man.
No. Let me make this clear. I do not want to like tune off here.
Oh, no, you're good, man. I just think it's funny that you told her you'd be there by 8:30 for a show that ends.
Not dinner. There's all of our boys are playing lacrosse like right there in the lacrosse game. And I was like, yeah, I'll be there by the second quarter.
Rusty, how you feel about the PLL getting an ESPN deal?
I rock with it, dude.
Dude, that's big time, man.
Heavy. I think once more people get exposed to I think the MLL was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
The NLL is even more boring because it's just hockey. The PLL is the first one where I'm like, if this gets like broadcast to a wider audience, this is something that like people would like to watch. It's fast. It's the fastest sport on foot. Like they're not wearing literally any pads. Like this is the only league where they don't wear any pads on their jerseys. It's the grossest lacrosse players in the entire world, and it's like a fun sport to watch. They added a 2-pointer, which is sick, and it's just fucking go. It's like soccer, but it's less boring because they score every fucking 30 seconds. No, I love watching soccer too, but I'm saying like a lot of Americans don't like to watch.
I got you. Yeah.
I'll watch the Premier League, but I'm saying like.
And Caesar, I was gonna say like everything he's saying right now.
Fucking bottle of wine. Rusty, can you?
He watches the Prem, so we're good, Mookie.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, he said.
You see Arsenal shit the bed on.
They just signed a contract with what? NBC, CBS, and ESPN.
I think so.
If they get enough people hooked on lacrosse, it's the fastest growing sport.
Wait, they got a 3-network deal. That's
I'm
big.
pretty sure
They
they got
ESPN, but they're going to show games on ABC.
they also have NBC, or they had NBC last.
Well, no, they had
year, I believe.
NBC, but NBC always put them on NBCSN and fucking like Speed and their other shit channels that no one gets.
Dude, you have to realize this is like the fact that they're even getting broadcast on these networks is like Paul Rabel is really probably grinding, and like I wouldn't be surprised if he sucked a couple dicks to get these guys on like good networks. You know what I mean? But once like enough people get exposed to this, it's a really entertaining sport to watch. College lacrosse is great to watch, and a lot of people don't like realize it. I think the PLL is in the next 20 years. It's not going to be a fast thing. It's going to take a while, but like it could be big in the next 20 years. I think it'll be cool for the next 5, and then if it catches on after that, then we're good.
You sound like an MLS fan back in the early 2000s. That's all I can say.
Fucking hate the MLS. Besides, what's his name, Pulisic or whatever,
who plays for Chelsea?
Didn't he play? He started on something, didn't he?
No, he just beat the shit out of our domestic
You're
players.
probably talking of Alfonso Davies.
Soccer
Davies
besides Bundesliga, La Liga, and the Premier League can actually go fuck yourself. I don't watch any
Honestly,
of that.
you're probably right.
I would say it's hard to argue with that take.
What? Who's sick? Maybe
The Brazilian.
What are you watching Mexican football? Get out of here.
I do because I'm Mexican. So
I was going to say, I love watching the Mexican League.
That's actually my bad. I didn't mean that.
no, you're good. You're straight.
He's like, you're Mexican and autistic? Jesus fucking Christ.
Pulling the ripcord. We're pulling the
You're the
ripcord.
problem, man.
Gas tonight.
Rusty, tell people
I was gonna make a joke about essays, like being autistic and also like Mexican, but then I couldn't come up with it in time.
Holy shit. Christian bounced again.
I think Christian Chad was like, my battery's at 2%. I might not make it. So he's out.
And if I'm not on air, then I'm not complicit in the lawsuit.
Yes. Shit, I'm the one that beat the defendant, so we're chilling.
I love that.
How much you pay a year in tuition again, just for the records?
Caesar sizing up his target here, man.
Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine he leaves frame and he just walks into my frame? I'm like, at gunpoint. What's up now, SA?
I have it under my bed if we want to get crazy.
Dude, this kid posted the funniest video, and it was captioned Mexican kids in English class, and he goes, "I'm not doing my essay, man. That shit's gay, dog."
I'm laughing because that's what the kids that like didn't really amount to shit like would say.
I'm not doing my essay. We're really towing the line here. I don't know.
Very close.
This might be my last appearance on Craft Brewed Sports.
The hell it is.
And my favorite part was earlier you were worried about talking about what on the internet? Like
we were earlier. I was like, I can't say tampon on the internet.
yeah, that's right.
Now we're making like race jokes.
Woo, we're doing something.
Rusty, give yourself some plugs. Where can people find you online, man?
Subway.
On TikTok is where you're gonna find most of my stuff at Rusty Featherstone. And then on Instagram, you probably don't want to follow me there. There's some nonsense there. Some stuff you don't want to see.
Dumber than your Twitter? Is it worse than your Twitter?
I don't even know what my Twitter is because I literally haven't tweeted since I just got logged back into it. Let me
Rusty Feathers. At Rusty Feathers.
Yeah, at Rusty Feathers.
I love that I'm giving you your social.
But if you're at Florida State on April 16th, I'll be there. We're gonna throw a show, and then LSU, Ohio State, and University of Alabama.
You forgot OU too, by the way.
I love that you. By the way, I love that.
Athens.
Like at the beginning, before we started, you were like, "Yeah, my boss was like, you got to get to Penn State." and it was like, you better figure it out. You got to get to Penn State and pour vodka in some kid's mouth. Like you made it seem like you had to go give a presentation.
No. Do you know when you're so sick where you're like, I actually cannot drink anymore? You're like, this is gonna be enjoyable. Yeah. I was that, and my only talent is doing that. Like, so I called him and I was like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep anything down. I chugged a Gatorade in class. And I walked out and threw up, and the whole class saw it. And I was like, dude, I couldn't even keep down a Gatorade, let alone like some vodka.
Dude, in those situations, because you're still probably on your parents' insurance or you're at the university, just go get a fucking IV. It'll sort you out, bro. They'll hydrate you, nourish you. It'll be fine.
Tried it many a times. They won't. I think they've caught wind of what I do for a living.
There's a lot of hospitals in the world, bro. There's even more free clinics.
There was someone at the airport, or we had an idea. I don't remember if there was someone at the airport or one of the guys had an idea, but IVs at the airport. How fire would that be?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
They have them in Vegas.
That would be amazing.
Have you seen what a needle looks like? Like, you know when they're like, don't use needles? Never understood why. Someone showed me under a microscope. So like the needle the first time, right, is like this. It's like perfectly straight and like really pointy. And then like they show a used needle under a microscope and it's like this. It's like a hook. And so when you like put it in, it still punctures, but on the way out, just like rip you out, man.
Wait a second. So you think the reason why you shouldn't use used needles is because they look like a hook, not because they've been inside somebody else's body.
You know that whole part where you
no, I meant that's why if there was IVs at the airport, I'm not trusting someone that's running like the sunglass hut next door to put a fucking IV in me. You tell me they're changing out the needles every time. Smell you later, dog. 0% chance.
No, dude, they have registered nurses because you know what they do? They actually fucking pay them. And the nurse is like, you want me to stick people with IVs instead of deal with ER patients? I'm in.
They throw the guy from fucking Japan Express in a fucking
whoa.
No, I'm saying in the food court, they throw some guy.
No, you've crossed the line. You've crossed the line. It's fucking Panda Express, not Japan Express. You fucking asshole.
We have
Panda Express.
We have
What the fuck is Japan Express?
We have Japan Express on here.
They just
I swear to God, look up Japan Express.
Tell me it's just got like General Tso's and all that other stuff that's like quote unquote Chinese
better.
food.
Wait, I actually just to prove to you that this exists.
You know what? Actually, I can't say shit.
I got it googled.
Look up Japan Express, Winter Park, Florida.
Dude, we legit.
There's multiples.
We got takeout. We got takeout this last weekend from Tokyo Japan restaurant down the street. So I really probably shouldn't talk shit. And yeah, it says Japan Express.
Look at my camera.
Yeah, look at this camera. Hey, can't you see that? Talking shit about my Johnny Manziel photos.
1.6 miles.
It's closed now, though. That sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna make a horrible joke.
All right, we're gonna end the show before Rusty has to delete his TikTok and loses his job with Friday Beers.
It's been a great time, guys.
You got a code or anything? People can. Are you pumping it that way?
What are you
my
pumping?
merch?
Yeah.
No, full price, baby.
Capitalism, motherfuckers.
There's a link that you got a commission on it or something. They gotta
no, we're all one big happy family. We all make the same amount of guap, and if you go buy it, it would really help me out. I'm 21, and I'm still in college, and I would love your guap in my pocket. So if you guys want a shirt, they're actually fire. If we're being serious, dead ass, designed them myself. They look sick. I rock with them, and go check it out on the Friday Beers website.
At www.craftbrewedsports.com/shop.
It's www.xvideos.com/Busty Latino Mills.
Real amateurs.
Busty Latino MILFs.
That's my go-to category, Doug. Or
That's a
busty.
solid choice.
Look, Caesar's like, hell yeah, you made fun of Mexicans.
Horns
but now
up,
you're on
baby.
my side.
Not horns
if
up,
you
9,
beat
5,
off
6,
to him-
jazz, baby.
I'm having a hard time reading Caesar though, because he's wearing a Cabela's camo hat, and that's everyone from my high school wore that exact Cabela's
Morgan
camo hat.
Astroworld T-shirt also.
Yeah, I can't. You know, that's the shirt he wore when like 9 people died.
I was there.
Jesus Christ, man.
Well, good
Wait,
thing you weren't one of the
what?
9.
Okay,
You
all
were
right,
at
hang
that
on. No,
concert?
wait. It's been a long time since we've done a post show where Belly Up TV is going to be pissed because I'm going to have to cut somebody on Friday. Rusty, don't leave because we got to hear this.
I got nowhere to be in all day to get there, man.
Scott, I know you're sick. Well, you can drop. We'll catch you later.
I'll fuck my beer.
Yeah, everybody would bang their beers. Rusty would bang his wine, and the mom that got him the wine. Listen, go ahead. Sorry, Rusty. Go ahead.
I said I wouldn't bang it. I would make love to this one.
That's correct. I'm sorry. Yes, you
Put
would
respect on
make
her name.
sweet
Tenderly.
love to that wine.
Missionary with a lot of eye contact.
Wow, that's legit deep right there.
Shout out Rusty for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to follow the show on the app that Rusty doesn't like, Twitter at Craft Bee Sports. We're on Instagram too. We don't post much, but you can follow us there at Craft Bee Sports. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Shout out Belly Up Sports. All awesome content on Belly Up Sports, and subscribe, rate, and review to all the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Media Network. Thank you, Belly Up, for helping us out, being our sponsors,
Our bottom bitch.
Yeah, that too. We will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody.
#NeverPerkins.